Olashore International School is a learning community committed to academic excellence,
nurturing each child to their full potential
in a safe and serene environment,
developing leaders for the dynamic global society in the 21st century.
Premiumbeat.com.
You know, I would honestly love to sleep all day, but I have school and a lot to do. Now I'll take you to our ref where we have breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. My favorite.
Premiumbeat.com.
Okay, so we're having assembly now. What I like about assembly is that we have this media group presentation of the news. Also, it also features this show with my good friend Taribi, where we talk about what goes on in the school, what goes on outside as well, and well, things that students get up to during the previous week, which is showcased on assembly. So we also have the principal's brief and presentation of top 10 awards. We have the students seated house by house with their prefects in between and the house parents and teachers by the edge.
We talk very much about our safe and serene environment. Olashore is a beautiful town. It's in a rural area, and I would say it is perfect for learning.
You can see we're quite far from the hustle and bustle of city life. Olashore encourages students to take walks through this serene environment. There is such a connection with nature that inspires our students to be more outdoorsy and be more active. There are security posts at each hostel and at each classroom.
So we have a range of hostels. We have hostels for students who are in year 7 and 8. We're currently developing a new style of hostel for students in year 9 and 10. And then we have our senior hostels for our year 11 and 12s, where they get into twin rooms with their friends. So it's a real process. When they come in, they're in a dorm, very well looked after. Each child has their own section. We've developed this system where they have small dwarf walls, which gives each child their own corner that they can look after. They can personalize, make themselves feel at home, but it's still very easy for the hostel parents to move around, see how everyone is doing, and make sure everything is okay. As I say, as they get older into year 9 and year 10, we're going to develop them into 4-bedded rooms, and then they get into a twin room. Again, developing their social skills within the hostel.
We have a library filled with tons of books that I haven't fully discovered myself. We read to know we are not alone. Welcome to our library. This is one of the places I find serenity. I personally love books, and our library offers a variety of them, ranging from academic textbooks all the way to comics and novels that everyone loves. We learn a lot outside the classroom as well. We go to the geographical garden to see for ourselves how these reliefs really look. Our sports facilities are great, really. We have a big swimming pool, a nice stadium, which features a lot of both track and field events. My school also possesses a dam which supplies water to the community, and there's also a water treatment plant to ensure all the students have the best quality and the best hygiene. Olashore also has a hotel which accommodates our guests and our visitors. from far and wide. Olashore has helped me discover myself in various ways. I've met different people, I've been able to interact, I've been able to learn.
Alongside all the teaching, the learning and the living facilities, as we are slightly in a rural area, it's important that we have all the support facilities in place as well. So we have extensive generating capacity. We have 3 generators on site, which allows us to ensure that we can always provide electricity whenever we need it if the public power goes off. Again, we have our own water treatment facilities so that we can ensure that we have treated water throughout the school for all the students. And we also have our own reservoir where we manage to make sure we are in constantly supply water, electricity. Really, it's one of those things that I hope that the children and the parents never really notice, because it's one of those things that if it's working well, you know you're doing okay, and the children don't notice that the power is a problem. Sometimes we have power problems here in Nigeria and the children within the school just don't know about it. They'll go home at the holiday and say, oh, is there a problem?
I think of myself as a lucky person to be in such an environment where there is less pollution, a lot of security and a lot of care placed on the students.